Hi guys, FrostFangs here, welcome back once again, of course, to the Paladins video. We're going to be playing some Seris today, Max Veil Seris to be specific. I've had this one on the list for ages and I'm finally getting around to covering it. I have two different variations of the setup here, one for healing and one for damage, the same as normal Seris. If you want to see these setups, I've covered those both before, but today's focus is going to be on the ones that have Max Veil and some of the levels moved around and stuff. I would basically just label these as the cheekier versions of the normal ways to play Seris because you're reducing the cast time of your Veil by freaking 50%. I think most people, me included, would say Seris is a pretty easy character to do well with. She still has a really high skill ceiling, which is why you see her, pretty damn regularly even in the higher tiered stuff. But with this sort of setup, which is actually quite common, I do see it quite often, it makes it even easier to just get away because of how fast your F is. We'll go through the setup quickly, then we'll just jump into some games. The talent doesn't really play into it at all. We've got Umbral Gate, which is a really strong card, does also kind of play into it. It gives us 40% speed whenever we have somebody marked with a soul orb. We've got cooldown reduction on the F with the right click, ammo gen on the right click, heal on the right click, and then finally the reduced cast time on shadow travel. The other variant of it is the damage variant, which is a variant in itself of what I normally go for, which has Dark Sight, which gives us 2 ammo for every soul charge we detonate. This card single-handedly can pretty much fill your mag. Umbral Gate again, a bit of extra ammo, a bit of extra health, and then a bunch of reduced cast time. I'm sure seeing them all here makes it pretty easy to compare and see what I've done, but yeah, pretty much it for the intro for the talent. If we go for damage, I'll probably grab Soul Collector, although maybe Agony depending on the situation, although I stick to Soul Collector most of the time. And then for the healing setup, you can go for Soul Collector or Mortal Reach, but usually Mortal Reach if you're focusing on heals. Honestly, you can't really go wrong. All of our talents are super solid, although Agony is probably a little bit worse in most situations because it's the only one that is really easy to counter. Mortal Reach and Soul Collector, not so much. So yeah, we'll just jump into a game. I think I want to start off with some Onslaught and maybe just do Onslaught for the whole video because I kind of feel like playing it and I haven't been doing too much on the channel of just Onslaught stuff. Saying that though, we might do Siege for game 2 if I want to try and show the heal setup off. We'll see what we get here in game 1 and we'll go from there. I do have some videos coming up soon that will be just Siege, which is why I want to try and mix it up a bit. King of the Hill Marauder support though for game 1. I'm assuming this will be a pretty good situation to use the damage setup in because it is, King of the Hill. Shout outs to the Devastator 180. That is somebody who hasn't picked just yet. We do have a Talzabag and a Victor though. Shoutouts also to Blip Blop. Do I know Creepers? Indeed I do. I've actually played against him and with him a bunch of times on the channel when I've been recording stuff. Big up Creepers. We've got a Damba as our last pick and we're against the Cassia, Zin, a BK and Ash and a Charlene. I should probably reply to him there in the chat, but I'm sure you'll see this video if you recognise my stuff. As I'm sure most of you know, I prefer doing it that sort of way so people get a bit of a surprise, and if I'm not recording I'll talk to you guys a bit in chat of course. But for their side we're up against Cassia, BK, Charlene, a Zin and an Ash. So they don't actually have a healer, we have 2, so definitely a good situation to go for damage. Not sure if he actually picked a Damba on purpose just to give me a bit more leeway, but that would be kind of nice if we did actually think that far ahead. We'll go ahead and grab our Soul Collector and the damage setup. He's going for heals, which is perfect. We've got Shrapnel, Fortify, Inner Strength, Fortress Breaker, Desert Silence, Accelerant, Yomi, and Impulse. Everybody picked really quickly there. I guess we'll start off with Double Nimble. Yeah, screw it. Usually go towards the top, but I feel like going bottom and throwing out a bunch of orbs is probably a better decision. There is 5 stacks already. We'll get one up there on the BK. We'll chuck a heal there for the bag. Seems like their BK is going for knockback, which is kind of funny. He's definitely dead. We got a bit of an angle on him there. For some reason he was peeking on no health. There's a right click for that Damba. Doesn't even need it. The effects on his skin though are really nice. Don't actually know if I've played with this color palette of the skin. I've definitely played with some of the other ones on the channel, but I don't know about this one. We're here with the stack and go into the F. Yeah, the sparkle effects are really nice. Have I made a video on this before? I definitely have, because I've used it in a thumbnail, but I don't know if I played with this version of like the colors or whatever. If he just peeks a little bit I can heal him, but I guess we'll just stick to hitting the guys on the bottom. We'll get out of combat. We'll finish off our Nimble. We're actually dominating the point so far. I think Ash just tried to knock the BK off and he got back on with the F. I thought she was a bot for a little minute, but she definitely isn't. 3 heal on the Victor and the Dam, but just going to go into the F to get there a little bit faster so I can group up with the team. Definitely seems like a pretty free game so far. We've got just a crazy amount of heals and they're not really doing anything to counter it. Can I get one to the Talus? No, he's a bit out of range. It's just here in the corner. He's gone. Right click for the barrack. Yeah, as far as I can tell, the Ash is playing. I thought she was a bot for a little bit, but it seems like she is here. There's a right click for the barrack. We'll get some more Chronos. Another right click on the Victor. Throw a bunch of orbs up there. We've got full stacks on the Charlene. Right click for the Damba. This Ash is definitely dead here any second. Right click again for the Damba and everybody. We're playing really, really grouped. They're just running in one at a time. Cass is going for a flank. I went into the F. She's going for the ult. I think we're fine though. The heals on that Damba freaking gored it mad. Another heal on the barrack. We also got the Victor a little minute ago. We'll throw some stuff here on the Ash who's just running in. Another right click there at the back. Tals is getting a little bit battered. We'll throw one on him as well. The Damba's doing such a good job with heals though that I feel like most of the time I don't need to. There's another one. We got rid of 2 of them. I did throw a couple stacks. I'm just going to run up towards the point, I guess. Whole team's down there on the bottom. I guess I'll just chill up top. There's a heal for you. Ash is trying to knock me off. I purposely wasn't staying near the edge because I was expecting her to do something like that. BK went for knockback 2. The Victor just got rid of the BK. There's a heal for these 2 guys. I don't know if anybody's partied on our side. It feels like they kind of are, but everybody's just playing so bloody grouped that I'd honestly be completely convinced. Throw over a bunch more orbs. I think I'm going to have a better healing stat than damage, to be honest. There's another right click on the barrack. We'll get Haven and Blast Shields, because why not? He's going for the ult. There goes the Damba. Rip, never mind. He's back on. What a play. Cassie went around for a bit of a flank. She's gone. Marcus was asked, but I only landed like 2 on her. Victor did most of the work there. He's been healed by the Damba. We'll heal for the barrack as the Damba Amber was doing other stuff. We'll throw the ult there. Cool, 2 pull. I guess we'll get a free double. And he's also here on no health. I don't know if he's playing or not because that was really weird. But yeah, I'll take a Seris triple. Sure. They did try and push up there on left. We've got some good stacks on him. I'm just going to hide here behind this little crate. There's no way they're holding this though because they're already really low. Another heal for the Damber. Cassie's just there. So is the Charlene. I think we can get rid of him. Maybe we can get rid of her as well. No, she's got like a tiny bit of health left. All right, finish her off. Heal for the Damber. And yeah, we're currently 335 to 63. Heaviest win I've had in a minute. Cassie went ahead and ulted for like the 5th time. She's been ulting a crazy amount. There's one for the Damber to keep him up. Nice. That is Victor going for the ult. Okay, heal for him. I really have no idea what this game is. I actually don't know who's here and who isn't. I think the Ashe is a bot, but honestly, it's kind of hard to tell. Definitely the Ashe and the BK are a little bit iffy, but yeah, there we go. There is the Victor. I played the whole game without a single death. Would put pretty much all of that down to how much we were playing there as a team. I feel like we did a really good job. 9, 0, 20, 29 streak, 32k damage, 42k heals. Damber actually had less healing and less damage than us, which is surprising because I felt like he was healing for a ton, but I guess I was right-clicking a lot, although the Damber did still do a really good job. The Barrack did as well, and so did the Victor. The Tars a little bit less so, but that was because he was kind of pushing up, doing his own thing as a flanker there. I don't really know how to explain what that game was. We were just kind of dominating the entire time. I didn't die once, neither did the Barrack. The Damber died 1 time, so did the Victor. The Tars had a bunch of deaths, but like I said, he was pushing up and doing his own thing. Their Bomb King, Ashe, Xin, and Charlene all had a pretty bad time there. Their Cassie was really the only one doing anything for 553k. The rest of them weren't really causing us any sort of trouble. So yeah, definitely a bit of an uneven game. I'm not really sure what happened. I don't know if anybody on our side was partied or not. I think they might be because of how grouped everybody was, but we were all just kind of playing the objective, so it's hard to tell. Definitely seems like a bit of a funny coincidence that we were going for like Max Veil Seris. We ended up with 0 deaths. I don't know how much of that I could put down though to the setup because of the match we were in. You know, I definitely feel like I can say it saved me a couple times having the reduced cast time on the F, but the match that we had there, I feel like I could have played without that setup and still ended up with 0 deaths. So it is kind of a weird coincidence that does lead to a bit of a better YouTube title, I guess. We'll go ahead and pick our Seris again. I suppose we have a general, so I could probably go for damage here, but I don't know. We got on Magic's Archives, we got an Ashe, we got a Maeve, and I'm guessing here an Eevee. She was on Ying for a little bit. Maybe she's going to go for Willow. Yep, there we go. We're up against a Makoa, a Fury, a Willow, an Andra, and a Grok. I guess what we grab will depend on what the general goes for, but if he goes for Luminary, going for damage Seris here would be great because of the 15% damage amp, which just make our setup even easier to get rid of people. Went ahead and grabbed the exact same setup, Soul Collector and then the damage. We'll see what generals goes for, and maybe we'll change. I'm not sure just yet. We'll start off with some Cauterize this time because they do have the double healer. We've got Street Justice. The server for this one is feeling really weird. WASD has got like a 3-second delay or like a 1.5 seconds. Oh my god, this is terrible. What? Alright, well, he's gone for Luminary, Batting Ram, Street Justice, Scorn again, Maelstrom, Curse Revolver, Cherish, and Half Shell. I am teleporting around here, and I don't know if I'm the only one because these guys are all playing kind of normally. No, they're not. Everybody's doing a similar sort of shit. What is happening? I mean, the ping counter is at like 47, but we all know that's not very accurate, as you can kind of see what's going on here. We've got 4 stacks already. There's a right click for the Ashe. How am I even meant to play like this? I can barely move. Hello, Willow. There's 4 stacks. There's the Q. I'm just going to blast you a bit. She's gone. I think everybody else is having the same issue. Either that or my lag is giving me a mad advantage because people are like overshooting doorways and like missing stuff like crazy. I think I might be dead. I'm trying to go into the F, but yeah, it's going to be hard to show it off when there's a 2-second fucking delay to my inputs. What is happening? This is by far one of the laggiest games of Paladins I've ever played, and considering game 1 was pretty much impossible to show off the Veil because we were just dominating them, this one is going to be impossible to show off the Veil for a completely different reason because, you know, 50% reduced cast time when there is already, I guess, like an extra 300% cast time on it is going to be a bit strange. I don't know. Does seem like it's a little bit better now. I don't know. There's 12 stacks for free. Thank you very much, Maeve. Let me hit you with a heal. Throw another heal there on the Ashe. I'm going to go ahead and throw the ult. The delay is so freaking crazy, but there is a huge grab. There's a queue for 4 people. Don't know why the Grok overshot the doorway so much. I imagine it's because he's also lagging. The Andro is trying to run away, but I guess I can hit around corners. What the hell? Can't even make my way through doorways because every time I try and go around the corner, the lag like pushes me back. This is absolutely horrible, but somehow we're winning by a little bit. Decided to just go ahead and ask in the chat, and yeah, I'm definitely not the only person who's lagging. Maeve is saying yes, so hard. Ashe also said massive, so good to know that it's not only me. It was pretty obvious that it wasn't just me, mainly because of other people getting like stuck on doorways and stuff, but yeah, I just wanted to confirm, and I guess now I know for sure. Hello, Co. I'm assuming you're going to hook me, I don't know, but there is a queue for the 8 stacks. Andro's just getting weirdly stuck. I'm going to go into the F. Grok is ulting. Well, how did I get there again? I don't know. Heal for these 2 guys, I guess, before I die. Am I dead? I don't know what's happening. There is a Q, I guess. Thanks for the heal. Just went for the ult, got a double. Nice. There's a heal, which I guess also healed the Maeve somehow. Another one. Went ahead and threw the ult. We're going to get anybody with that. I guess we pulled the Koa. I don't know. There's a heal for the Ashe. There's a Q because we had 8 stacks. Nice. There's a heal for the general. So Andrew's trying to run in and flank, but he's having a bit of a hard time. I feel like the lag compensation with Seris is working quite nicely because my orbs are hitting people that don't really look like they should be hit by my stuff. There's a Q. I got stunned by the Fury Beam, but I don't care. There goes the Makoa. I think I was getting hit by the Andro for ages there, but it just wasn't registering. Don't know. Managed to get into my F. I walked through the doorway 3 times. Okay, there's another right click. There's a Q. Cool. We got rid of the Willow. But what I was trying to say is that even though this is really scuffed and honestly kind of terrible, it's kind of funny because I've never played a game been like this bad. I know we went into the Veil, got away. There's a right right click for, yep, pretty much everybody. I'm going to go into the Veil for the speed buff just so I can get to spawn faster because I've got a ton of credits. Okay, I just walked through a beam and didn't get stunned. What is this game? Can I get through the door, please? Thank you. Well, I'm being hooked indefinitely. I'm spamming my F, but yep, he hooked me for about 2 seconds there. I honestly don't even know what to say. This game is a complete mess. I am kind of enjoying it just because it is a complete train wreck and everybody's having the same sort of scuffed experience, but man, this is one of the worst games I've played. The servers really didn't want this one to work. Bunch of hits here on the Makoa. My tracking was terrible, but somehow that worked in my favor, kind of. I don't know, I feel like me missing shots is actually kind of making me land them sometimes. Hello, Grok. There's just some stacks for you, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and pop the Q for the heal. There's the Makoa hook. There we go. They're both here on no health. Cool. We got rid of the Grok, I guess. I went into the F. There's a right click for the Ash. Another right click for her. Cool. She got stunned. I did too, I guess. Another right click for her. She's in the dead zone. Somehow I got slid down here. I didn't even hit the freaking backwards key there, but okay. Hello, Grok. I guess we meet again. He's going for the ult. There's a Q. That didn't kill the Willow. I thought it would. We have max cauterize, but his health is still going up as if I didn't. There is the F. Somehow that let me do it. Okay. Go ahead and throw an ult. I think there's people there. I don't know. There we go. Okay. Furia and Makoa. Nice. There is a Q for the ammo back. I'm stunned. I don't have my F up, so obviously I am a goner there. Trying to plan ahead here really isn't going to work. Trying to get through bloody doorways is hard enough. Guess I should try and get my stacks up a little bit. Okay, cool. There's a bunch of them. There's 7. Right click again for the Ash. She's not in the dead zone, but she does have anti-heal on her. There's another one. She's going for the ult. Nice. We threw another heal. She's being kind of flung around. There's a Q. I don't know how I hit so many people there, but hey, I'm not going to complain. There's a bunch more orbs on the Grok. There's a right click for the Maeve. Somehow she's alive. Got rid of the Grok. There goes the Andra. If I can just land my stuff. Thank you for the 4 stacks. And I get our 8 ammo back. He should be gone. He's going for his ult. So is the Fury, but we can just go into our F and hopefully get away. He's not even going to try and chase me through doorways because I think he knows the servers are scuffed. Going to go ahead and throw an ult. I think I'm dead, but maybe that'll still pull people. I can't tell because it won't let me switch cameras because of the lag. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it took like 3 seconds extra. I think the best part about all of this is that this was meant to be like a Max Veil Seris video, and I couldn't show off Max Veil in either of the 2 matches we played. I want to do a third one, but I'm kind of worried it's going to be the same as this, and it's just going to not work. There is another Q. But also, like I said, since Seris is like a projectile character similar to Grover, she has like a really positive lag compensation, which means you can kind of miss shots and they'll still kind of register because your orbs actually end up having like a bigger sort of size. Okay, I guess I just teleported behind that pillar. Kind of behind them a little bit here. There's a Q. Got our ammo back. Fury is gone. Bunch of orbs into the Grok's head, kind of. He's going away. That was weirdly quick. He's now going for the ult. I guess he's just going off the map. Oh no, he's taking a right angle. Okay, I thought he was literally just saying goodbye to the world. There's a right click. Guess I'm dead here. There's a Q. Yep, I'm totally gone. His shot wouldn't land, but I guess his punch would. Going ahead and throwing an ult there. That should be like a 2 or 3 man. Nice. There's a Q for silly amounts of stacks. He's going ahead and hooking me a bunch of shots. There is the F. He's going for the ult. That's the second time he's done it, and there is the victory. Okay, cool. Somehow we won that one. Don't know how, but we managed to pull through like a 50-point lead. I honestly have as much of an idea as anybody else there for the actual stats. We did a pretty good job. 10, 6, 12, 84k, 45k. I'm more than happy with that considering that match. Everybody else there was, as you can kind of see, having lag. Shoutouts to the bunch from there. There's like 5 people there who just recognized my stuff. I think it was the Furia, also the Andra, maybe a few other people. Kind of hard to tell. Lag was like playing on an ice field for hockey. Max Veil Seris turned into a nightmare. That's a really good video title. I don't know if I'm going to use that, but that is a hell of a good one. For everybody else's stats, the Willow did okay, the Maeve did pretty good, the Generals did alright, so did the Ash. She actually has a bunch of damage there. She has second highest, only beaten by us. Their Grok did okay, their Willow did alright, their Fury did pretty damn good, 93k heals, their Makoa also did pretty good, and so did the Andro. Nobody really did badly there. That match was just a complete mess, and whoever was going to win there was pretty much up to the Paladins server gods. We'll go ahead and jump into another one. Screw it. We'll finish off with another onslaught. Why the hell not? This video is probably already decent enough length for me to cut it, but we're going to do one extra. Alright, well for game 3, we got Onslaught Marauder support. Shouts once again to Camino Elks. I'm pretty sure we played with him just there in a match or 2 ago. Shouts also to Tobs on. Imagine servers getting better. Yeah, they've been bad for pretty much all of 2020, haven't they? There have definitely been a few months where they've not been as bad, but there have been other months and weeks and stuff where they've been really, really bad. What did I just see? Lanky character model. What the hell? I think that's the emote bug where they look kind of deformed in the menu screen. I've had that happen a couple times, but for the teams, we've got a Zin, an Eevee, a Seris, and a Shaolin. I'm playing Seris. We also have an Ash. I'm good at making YouTube videos, can you tell? Then for their side, level 140 Zin, a Koga, an Io, a Koan, and a Barak. Sure, I forgot his name for a second there. I guess we should go for the heal setup here. We'll also start with some Kronos and some Nimble. For the talents, we've got Fortress Breaker, Wormhole, Smolder, Desert Silence. The servers actually seem to be fine in this one, so no idea what that last match was. Then for their side, they've got Yomi, Adrenaline Junkie Goddesses, Blessing, Vortex Grip, and Architectronics. Going on the Eevee as we drop down. Hello, Barak, and Khan, I guess, is also up here. Yep, sure, there's a right click for her. The extra tick rate on our heal should be really nice. There is a Q. We don't have any stacks, though. Throw another right click on there. That is honestly a ridiculously quick heal whenever they don't have cauterize. A little bit for the Charlene. We'll throw another one here on the Ash. He just finished off the Barak who was sitting in the corner. Throw over a couple orbs up top because for some reason the tanks are just sitting up there. If we're able to just sit on the point like this, we're going to have a pretty easy win just from the objective time. The Ash shield is blocking so much stuff that they're actually able to get out of cauterize. There's a right click for the Eevee and the Ash. We'll throw one over there for the Zin if I can just get the view on him. There we go. Seems like the Ash is just running into a wall. I think she might have DC'd, but it definitely seems like it. I think that might actually screw us because she's, you know, a pretty core part of the team. She's just now stood there. Hello, Barak. Okay, he's gone. There's a right click for the Ash. Khan just finished her off. I don't know why I was even bothering to heal her considering she's not here. Go ahead and throw an ult there at the back. I don't even have max orbs, but that should get rid of the Zin maybe. I don't know. There's a heal on him. Okay, Koga was pushing up even though he had the ghost effect on him. We are perfectly fine because we have our immunity. Same thing with the Zin. We both of us just went into our immunities. It seems like the Ash is back, or maybe not. I don't know if that was actually a play from the bot or if it was a play from the person, but either way she somehow managed to yeet herself into the abyss. Does seem like she has DC'd, but it's honestly kind of hard to tell. We're actually still managing to hold it. I was trying to go into the F, but I wasn't able to cancel my heal, so I am a goner. That had pretty much nothing to do with the Veil and was just me not being able to freaking get out of my right click fast enough. There's a Q for the Khan. He is still up. There's a right click for the Zin. He's actually still alive because he got into the billow fast enough. Another right click onto him. He's still somehow holding on. So like a little bit too soon he's out. There's a right click for the Ash, but they're kind of just ignoring him. I tried to go into my F, but I was on like 1 second cooldown. I think he's still dead. He's going into the ult. The Eevee is still there. Should be able to just shoot him. Okay, no, never mind. He's still up. Don't really know what the plan is, but we should be able to get rid of him. Nice. There's a right click for the Zin. I'm going to go ahead and throw an ult. This should be a 2-man pull. Maybe we can get 3 or nobody. Okay, I guess they're all just behind cover by like a little bit. It's kind of annoying. Eevee went in and died. Okay, Koga's up there blasting me. Jesus Christ, there's a heal for the Zin and also the Ash. Jump and throw another one. Try not to get into combat. Okay, cool. She's definitely still not here. She is a bot, but at least the bot isn't, you know, playing terribly. Hello, Zin. Hit him with 1 stack and go into the F for the extra speed. Right click for the Zin. Throw another one over there for the Ash. I think she might be back, but it's honestly kind of hard to tell because the bot's actually doing a solid job. Khan's gone. Heal for the Eevee and also the Shaolin. Nice. Actually pushed up on the point and did some work. As far as I'm aware, the Ash has reconnected, so at least we stand a chance. Zin went over for the ult. Enemy Zin is pushing up on me. There is a Q. He's going up for the counter. I really shouldn't have hit into that. He absorbed 2 of my hits there. Game, come on. Can we please fix Zin counter? It's so bullshit. You can absorb multiple hits. Pretty sure I'm dead. I don't know. Barak is kind of pushing up. I'm just using my right click for the self heal. We do have our F up now, so I think we are clear to just go ahead and fully retreat. I don't know if he is really paying too much attention to where I was. Well, we're fine, but the rest of the team isn't. Everybody died other than the Shaolin. Tried to hit him with a heal, but it's a little bit too slow. 1 for the Zin. He has his counter and stuff, so he should be fine. We'll throw over some big orbs as a right click for him and also the Ash. We're getting a little bit zoned here. That is him going for the ult, but the Eevee blocked it with a Ice Block. There's a big heal, but I also took a massive amount of damage. Another one for the Eevee. She went in for the ult. We healed the Zin. There's another right click onto her. I'm going to go ahead and throw my ult. Can we get that over the shield? I think I threw it over there, but I think I'm still being blocked. Don't know if that really did anything. I think I did grab 1 or 2 of them. There's a big heal. Going to go into the F and just pull back a bit. There's another right click for the people up front. Then we'll throw one on the Ash. She's fine. There we go. There's another one. I feel like I'm going to have a pretty heavy heal stack with how many freaking right clicks I've been throwing out in this one. I feel like I've been putting people up to full, like a ridiculous amount. We're somehow still winning this. They're definitely starting to get a crazy amount of cauterize, when my heals really aren't doing all that much as long as they're getting hit. So I need to wait for them to stop being hit before I throw my stuff. Hit him with the stack. Went into the F. There's a right click for the Ash and the rest of them. The only person left is the Ash. The rest of them should run in soon. Zin ult is so bugged. She somehow got thrown backwards. I don't know how the hell that works, but that actually kind of screwed her over a little bit. Get out of the F. Throw her a heal. Is she still up a little bit? But nah, she's gone. We delayed it though. Guess we can go ahead and throw it at the back. Maybe that will get me something. Oh, I guess we got a 2-man pull. Nice. There's a 9Q. There's a right click for the Shaolin. He's getting kind of battered. He went into the invis though. He's alright. Gonna actually stop back and spawn for a sec because we have a crazy amount of credits. We'll finish off our Nimble. Also get some more Haven and some blast shields because there's really no reason for me to hold on to 2,000 of them. There's another right click for the Ash. He's being grabbed. Chuck another one on her. There is a Q. Sure, she's out. Starting to have a bit of a tough time holding down the point just because my heals are not enough with how much cauterize they've got. Get some stacks on the Koga. There is a Q, although Eevee died. Damn it. And it's kind of pushed up. I tried to go into the F, but even with Max Veil, I was not fast enough. That was completely my reaction time though. It took me forever to realize I was low. Ash is for some reason on the top. Not really sure what she's trying to do up there. They're all super pushed up. There's a Q for like 9 of them. Right click for the Zin. I think we might have actually lost this because of how long they were holding it. Can't try to get an ult. The IO ulted. There's a right click for the Eevee. Sure, we'll throw a right click on the Ash and also the Zin. She's sadly gone, but I guess we've kind of regained it. It's too late now though. They're only 20 points off. Throw an ult there at the back. Grab me the Koga, I guess, to make sure we get everybody out because we killed the Barak who ran forward for some reason. I thought he was going to run back as well. Ash went ahead and pops the ult there for some reason. Stupidly early. I don't really get that one. Okay, going into the F. Get out of it a bit early. Right click for the Zin. Throw one over there for the Ash. The amount of cauterize they have is just making my heals do nothing. There's another one. Bit of a mess here at the end, but we do still stand a chance. I got rid of the Koga somehow. Went into the F. Hello, IO. I'm going to focus on damage to get rid of you quickly. Never mind. I'm going to throw a heal over to the Zin to keep him up. That actually worked. He's still alive. Right click for the Ash. 375 to 390. We're still in it, boys. Right click for the Zin and everybody else. Are we actually going to be able to recover this? Koga's definitely going in for the ult though, right? Was he just holding the point? I don't know. But there we go. Sadly, the defeat. Don't really know how it happened. It was pretty instant. I wasn't really paying too much attention. We were only 10 points behind, I think, right at the end there. We could have stood a chance, but a few of the plays went differently, but also our Ash DC'd, which is, I think, what lost it for us. If she was there the whole time, I think we would have had that easily in the bag with like a 50 to 100 point lead, I reckon. Shouts once again to Camino L and also Air Puma. Yep, that is the enemy Koga. Overall, I feel like I got recognized a ton today and had a pretty damn good set of games. Even though they were a mess, I think I did show off the setup well, and overall, really actually enjoyed myself today. One of my favorite videos I've recorded in a bit. For the actual stats, we did pretty good. 5-3, 26, 40k damage, 100k heals. I really can't complain. We did a really solid job there, especially with the heals, which is what, you know, I was focusing on there. Ash did okay when she was there, though she did get the DC. Zin did pretty damn good. The Eevee did okay. Probably could have done a little bit better there, but she didn't do badly. Charlene definitely had a bit of a hard time, though. 53k damage there is pretty low. That's lower than even the Ash, who wasn't there for the whole game. On their side, the Koga did pretty damn good. Then their Barak did okay. He did stick on the objective a ton. IO did alright. Probably could have done a little bit better, though. 54k is quite low, considering she had a Khan in the Barak. The Khan also didn't do a crazy good job, and then their Zin did a pretty solid one. 17,795k. Overall, super solid game. Don't know if I could say how good of a job I did of showing off the setup, but it worked really, really well, as I'm sure you were able to see. I had a lot of fun, and that's really all there is to it. The way to think about it, at least for me, is do I want 20% reduced cast time on my F instead of a bit of extra healing, or instead of a bit of extra cooldown on the Q? Really just depends on the situation. Sometimes it is indeed the better choice. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Of course, let me know what you want to see me do next. I'll see you guys all very, very soon, and as always, stay frosty.